From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate. Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
The big story, ladies and gentlemen, last week was when Mamata Banerjee did file chori, where she went in and she took out one green file when the Enforcement Directorate went to raid the office of IPAC, which is seen to be a quasi-political arm, or rather an outsourced body to which Mamata Banerjee outsources some operational work. I don't want to go further, but they do some work for her. I hope they don't do anything that's legally wrong, no hanky-panky, but they do something. But Mamata Banerjee panicked when IPAC was raided, went in there, fought with reporters, abused Republic reporters, behaved in a reprehensible manner. But then we're used to her behavior anyway. What do you expect from Mamata Banerjee? But beyond that, ladies and gentlemen, she ran away with files. She took whole lot of data, files, information out of the IPAC office, and in a state of panic, brought her commissioner, her DGP with her to do a sweep of the IPAC office and take all that sensitive material right under the nose of the Enforcement Directorate and run away with it. I call that theft. Now the Supreme Court says today that what she's done is wrong, and rightly the Supreme Court has supported the investigating agencies and said that if central agencies are acting bona fide to investigate any serious offence, question arises as to whether taking the shield of party activity agencies can be restricted from carrying out what they need to do. The Supreme Court has also clearly indicated that offenders cannot be allowed to be protected under the shield of law enforcing agencies of a particular crime. Ladies and gentlemen, all very good. But I would like to ask the Honourable Supreme Court, with the greatest of respect to the Supreme Court and the lordships of the Supreme Court, I'm sure the Supreme Court is aware that the principal accused in this case therefore becomes Mamata Banerjee. So the Supreme Court will also have to take action against people like Mamata Banerjee. The Supreme Court should take action against Rajiv Kumar, the DGP, the Commissioner. This whole attitude of Chief Minister, Commissioner, DGP acting like a private army, interfering in the process of investigation, how is that to be allowed? And that's not the only point, ladies and gentlemen. That is not the only point. This is not the first time. We saw what happened in Sandesh Khali. When Republic reported, they arrested the Republic reporter. We saw what happened when Mamata Banerjee was supporting in the Shah Jahan case. She was supporting all the people. And when we spoke about Shah Jahan, the Mafia Don's links to Mamata, how they reacted and how they took on the media instead. Viewers, there's another point. What happens when there is institutionalized anarchy by a ruling party government? Now, there are some WhatsApp chats which have come out, apparently, which show another pattern here, that there was an attempt at, and the chats are there was an attempt at creating a sense of an unruly mob and chaos at the High Court, where the hearing in this case was to happen. And the WhatsApp chats, which is in some lawyers group, show that there were people who were partial, biased or members of the Trinamool Congress who had decided that right when this item comes up in the court, this particular matter, chaos will be created and court proceedings will be stopped. Now imagine the sum total of all this. Agencies will not be allowed to work. Court proceedings will be stopped. Media persons will be arrested. Madness will go on, file chori will happen, evidence will be destroyed. And why all these highfalutin things that the court is saying are all right? The fact of the matter is, may I ask with the greatest of respect to the court, that is it not therefore worthy, necessary, imperative that Mamata Banerjee should face the long arm of the law for doing what she has done? The court therefore, beyond just the point of law which is being raised here, must do something to get back the evidence that she has stolen. Look and examine the reasons for that theft and think of the consequences when a person who took oath to protect the law becomes its biggest and most brazen violator. Let's debate.
Complete anarchy in Mamata's Bengal. Leaked chats now blow the lid off. Clear instructions, a fixed time, a fixed place. Outside the Calcutta High Court on January 9th to disrupt a judicial hearing. The Supreme Court has taken serious note of the case. The court says this wasn't innocent. It was intentional. A massive setback for Mamata Banerjee and the Bengal police. As the top court forces the TMC government to look into the mirror and freezes all FIRs against the ED officers. The BJP has launched a scathing attack.
हमारे देश की संवैधानिक उच्च न्यायालय को गुंडों से डराने का प्रयास करते हैं। ये ममता बनर्जी जंगल राज का प्रतीक है, अराजकता की मूर्ति है और जंगल राज कैसा होता है, बिल्कुल ममता राज जैसा होता है। This is what the Calcutta High Court has to say.
The top court flags a disturbing pattern, raising concerns over officer safety and the possibility of a fair investigation. The Enforcement Directorate makes its stand clear. Move the case out of Bengal. A CBI probe is sought into the attacks as the Enforcement Directorate alleges complete anarchy. And then, Mamata Banerjee escalates.
বর্ডারের দায়িত্ব থেকে বিএসএফ সেন্ট্রাল গভর্নমেন্ট, কয়লার দায়িত্ব থেকে সিআইএসএফ সেন্ট্রাল গভর্নমেন্ট, প্লেনে কে আসছে বাইরের লোক তার দায়িত্ব থেকে কাস্টমস কার হাতে, এভিয়েশন কার হাতে, রেল কার হাতে, সব সেন্ট্রাল গভর্নমেন্ট, সিআরপিএফ কার হাতে, সেন্ট্রাল গভর্নমেন্ট, আর্মিও তোমার হাতে, সেন্ট্রাল গভর্নমেন্ট। আমি জীবনে দেখিনি, এমনকি আমার কাছে একটা খবর এসছে কদিন আগে আপনাদের সাংবাদিকদের আর্মি অফিস থেকে কাউকে কাউকে ইনভাইট করা হয়েছিল জাস্ট টু টক। আমি এর মধ্যে কোনো ভুল দেখি না, আমি ওদের সম্মান করি, আমি সব ফোর্সকেই, কিন্তু একটা রিকোয়েস্ট করব, আমার কাছে খবর আছে ফোর্টিলিয়ামে একজন কমান্ড্যান্ট এসআইআর এর কাজ করছে এবং বিজেপি করছে, বসে পার্টি অফিসের কাজ করছে। প্লিজ আপনাদের কাছে হাত জোড় করে রিকোয়েস্ট করব, এটা করতে যাবেন না। যারা সত্যিকারের চোর ডাকাত, ধরুন কটা কেস হয়েছে বিজেপির, খুনি, ডাকাত, ধর্ষককারী, হত্যাকারী, হাওলাকারী, কটা কেস হয়েছে?
From courts under siege to forces dragged into politics, the top court has sounded the alarm. Mamata's Bengal is in a sorry state of affairs.
First, former Solicitor General of India, Ranjit Kumar, is with us, and then we'll open up the debate. Mr. Ranjit Kumar, by the way, I'd like to welcome Shazia Elmi of the BJP, Subrashta, founder of the Churn, Priyanka Kakkar, national spokesperson of Aam Aadmi Party, Niladri Bhattacharya, Trinamool Congress, Abbas Haider of the Samajwadi Party. Ranjit Kumar, on issues of law, where is this case headed in your view?
Well, Arnab, according to me, the High Court is a constitutional authority, the Chief Minister is a constitutional authority, and even the Enforcement Directorate under the PMLA Act is a statutory authority who is entitled to search a place under Section 17 of the PMLA. If that right was being exercised by the authority under Section 17, then a constitutional authority should not have gone there saying, as if it was the office of a political party, it was never proclaimed to be office of a political party, and to say that I am not going as a constitutional authority, but I am going as the chairman of a political party, begs the question. Because if you are holding two hats together at the same time, your first duty is towards the Constitution. It is not towards your party. And if a statutory authority is taking action, then there is no question of somebody interfering with the process. you could challenge the process. You could say that no, this cannot be done. You could go and ask the court that please stop this activity. We are challenging the ED's right to enter any place. But to say that no, I will go there, I will take the file, I will take the laptop, and that those are my political instruments for which some plan or whatever, I don't understand that part, but was there. So therefore, this is really a violation of the constitutional and the statutory rights of people, and nobody should insult in taking away anybody's constitutional right. Because I always believe one's right ends where the other's right begins. So therefore, the right of the ED was that it has taken a warrant under Section 17 and gone for the purpose of taking documents on information which was with it. That's the first point. The second point, that there are WhatsApp chats for the purpose that a constitutional authority or a party who is also somebody recognized under the Representative of People's Act, that political party goes to and asks for people to go to court and ensure that the court proceedings don't go on, because despite the fact that High Court is a very much constitutional authority, because to say that this hearing should not take place, you have to make sure of that. That kind of thing is not expected from another constitutional authority. Both have their own domain and they must work within their own domain. And nobody has the right to kind of walk over somebody else's rights.
All this is good, but the follow-up question is, Mr. Ajit Kumar, that the main violator is the Chief Minister. The co-violator are the DGP and the Commissioner who assisted her in the file chori. They were participants to this violation of the law. What happens to the three of them? It's all right to say what they are doing is wrong, but when you do something wrong, you have to be punished.
Yes, so therefore, according to me, that is why the court is going to examine. And while the court has stayed the FIRs against the ED and its authorities, the outcome of the present proceeding will decide as to how those people have to be prosecuted who have violated the law and kind of walked over the law.
And what about the evidence that she's sitting with? You see, she's taken the file, she's stolen all of this. It must be in her house somewhere. Is there no way of...
But whatever
she can destroy the evidence.
So whatever laptop or document which she has taken, she should have identified, because that is why the ED told the High Court that we never got any document. That is what the High Court recorded in the petition filed by the political party. So therefore, that is in their control. Whatever was taken away by the political party or the chairman of the political party is something which she had to share. Now, whether she will be sharing that or not, whether it will ever see the light of the day, whether it can be tampered with, it may also amount to tampering with evidence. So we don't know that. I don't want to comment on something which may happen in the future. But the Supreme Court working on...
So common citizen of India, a common citizen of India who would have blocked, fought with the enforcement agencies, taken away evidence, strong-armed them, taken a private army to take away the evidence, any other person would have been in lockup by now. But because it's Mamata Banerjee, nothing can happen.
No, I would put it a little differently, Arnab, with all due respect, that the lady in question is a chief minister, a constitutional authority.
She's also a citizen.
I am not saying she is above the law. I am not saying that. But since the matter is sub judice and the matter is being argued, it will be the court's decision which will prevail. Whether such an action should be taken even before the court decides the matter, today court has issued notice to them. They are parties by name, they will reply. The appropriate reply will be considered, court will give a decision. Thereafter, whatever is the recourse that will happen or whatever the directions of the court will be, that is the outcome of that matter. You are right in saying that if it was an ordinary person, would he have been spared? Would he have not been in the lockup? Would he have been allowed to take up any documents? I would think that it would not so happen, because an ordinary citizen and a constitutional authority are kept at two different places.
I have another issue here.
So nobody is above the law.
Yeah, I take that. Well, Ranjit Kumar, I thank you at this stage, but if you choose to stay, I'd be very happy, because we have political debate. My understanding was, of course, it would be a one-on-one, so I'll carry on with the political panel. Ranjit Kumar, good to see you.
Please carry on. Thank you so much, Arnab.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now, Niladri, everything is exposed right now, right? You guys will have to return the evidence. She's going to face action. And now these WhatsApp chats, have you seen that, Shazia? There are WhatsApp chats of lawyers. Come together. Court number 5. Let's go. Come, everyone. Gathering today. Gate 8. Come, everyone. And then there's a message in Bengali, and in a group called Legal Minds, arrangements are being made to obstruct the High Court proceedings. Niladri, you should be ashamed of, you're a court, you're a lawyer, you're an officer of the court. Were you also part of this? You can just tell me. Don't tell the viewers. Don't tell Shazia, just tell me. Are you also in this WhatsApp group?
No, I'm not in the WhatsApp group.
So in this WhatsApp group,
I don't subscribe to this point of philosophy that you have to obstruct the court. So I'm not there.
No, but you would agree that on the day of the hearing of the matter in the Kolkata High Court, there was obstruction in the court could not carry out its proceedings.
No, I would not agree to that also, because
Why?
the WhatsApp group, what I've seen in the channels, it is that come over to court number 5, item number 10. Now, understand, it's a politically high voltage matter. Lawyers will come to see the arguments of the senior advocates. There's a plethora of senior advocates.
They are coming to learn the law.
They're coming to see the arguments.
But they created such a halla that the arguments could not happen.
But Arnab,
is this the way things are going to happen in our country? What are we?
Listen, don't take the yardstick of 9th, what happened on 9th. Take the yardstick of what happened yesterday. The argument was done in a very peaceful manner. Everyone argued. Everyone put their point of view across. So
I'm not talking about yesterday's argument. I'm talking about the shameful behavior of Mamata Banerjee during the file chori. Shazia, let's talk about the file chori. Let's restrict ourselves to the file chori.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, I mean, this is really a black day, because we just saw once again another instance of mobocracy, and Mamata Banerjee actually leading with a team of gundas, literally, and having converted the high officials of the state and made them part of this obstruction of justice process. And not just that, can you imagine, you mentioned those WhatsApp were forwarded. There were 5,000 people present in Calcutta High Court, because of which the matter could not be taken up. So much so that the Supreme Court had to say today that were you trying to make Calcutta High Court into Jantar Mantar? I mean, look at what a scathing remark this is. I mean, this is a huge jolt to Mamata, and I think it's all too obvious. What was there in that file that Mamata was so desperate to concede? So much so that one Kapil Sibal asked for question the maintainability. Supreme Court said it's a very serious matter. Supreme Court also said that these matters are not discussed and not examined. Not examined, then it will lead to lawlessness in the country. Can you imagine Supreme Court had to say this? It's such a shame. Notices have been given to the government.
Now there's another thing which has happened.
And not just that, you have to come back to the
another thing has happened which is even more serious.
Another thing has happened which is even more serious,
Shazia. And I want to say with a great sense of regret. I want to say with a great sense of regret that Mamata Banerjee has done another unthinkable thing. She has, it has been brought to my attention, Priyanka, attacked the Indian Army as well. Yes. By claiming that a commandant in Fort William, which is the headquarters of the Eastern Command, And she has mentioned the word commandant. Now, the highest officer there is the GOC in C, General Officer Commanding in Chief. Right? And this is a very strategically important division of the Indian Army, under which all the assets which we have, with which we take on the fragile situation along vis-a-vis our northeastern and eastern borders, especially China. Mamata Banerjee is saying that the commandant sitting in the army headquarters in Eastern Command is working on behalf of the BJP for the special intensive revision. Now, see, please think before you say anything on this. Priyanka, please. I know you guys are friendly with Trinamool Congress. It's convenient. You're also fighting each other in Goa. But this is too much, right? Subrashta, to now say that a very senior army officer, the commandant in Eastern Command, is involved in by working for the BJP. You're politicizing the highest officials of the Indian Army without a shred of proof. As a chief minister, Priyanka, you'll support this too? Will you support this too?
Arnabji, I think nobody has insulted.
No, what is going on here, Priyanka?
For the army, let me please put my point across. You've touched two topics. Let me first address one by one. See, the problem today in the country that is happening is that ED can act with impunity. ED कुछ गलत कर देगी तो there is no सजा, no questions. ED arrested.
नहीं, क्या गलत किया है? अगर गलत किया है, it is for the Supreme Court to say.
I am coming to it. So that was also, I'm sure you are one of the better well-read research journalists. You would have followed the proceedings and you would have seen how ED did not inform the local police, which was mandatory, and informed only 5 hours subsequent into the raid. And you must have also heard that ED did not identify itself, and Mamata Banerjee was just told that somebody's trespassed.
You want the ED to go and take Mamata Banerjee's permission before raiding IPAC. You show me the law which says that is necessary.
Absolutely not. You know well what I said. No. You know what I said very well. Let me tell you why this case will also contribute to the 0.1 conviction. It will bring down the conviction rate of ED now. It will go down under 0.1%. The कानूनी तौर से 2020 में तो IPAC के कर्ता धर्ता वो प्रशांत किशोर जी ना. So क्या उनको डील बिहार में विड्रॉ करने की बार्गेन में ये दिया गया कि उनको आरोपी नहीं बनाया आपने?
ये तो आपका स्पेकुलेशन है.
IPAC at 2020. Please tell me how will this? No, it is not. It is public knowledge that he was.
It's not public knowledge. Come on now. See, the issue is file chori. 1 minute. One minute. Priyanka, I want to fight with you on this. Listen to me. The Enforcement Directorate derives its powers from the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. By this act, you can conduct inquiries, summons, searches, seizures, and arrests nationwide. Right? There are no limits. Now, you have been given the job under FEMA to investigate anywhere where there is a money violation, money laundering violation, foreign exchange violation. Now, you guys are amazing. If the ED does not do its job, then you say that why is there corruption? If the ED tries to investigate, you are saying tomorrow, are you saying today, by your logic,
Mamata Biswa Sarma ke yahan ED nahi gayi, Sampatiya Ui ke yahan ED nahi gayi, Sampatiya Ui ke somebody who was called by the PM that you have
ED is not on demand, it's not Swiggy that it will deliver in 5 minutes.
ED is not. Come on, Arnab, let's make it serious again. You know.
I'm very serious.
You would never see ED at anybody BJP's.
I'm saying that the All India rebellion which you guys want to do.
You will read about it. 200 crore cost.
I feel today.
There should be punishment on ED officials.
First return the green file.
I feel very strongly about it.
First you should return the green file.
Punished if it's.
What about the green file? What about the robbery of the green file?
ED should also come in.
What about the robbery of the green file?
The law take its course. Whether she did right or wrong is pending before the Supreme Court now. This question is pending before the Supreme Court.
I can't sometimes believe that you're the same guys. I sometimes cannot believe that you're the same people who are part of India Against Corruption. I can't believe it.
हम तो भुगत भोगी है ईडी के, इसलिए मैं आपको बता रही हूँ ईडी को बार बार कोर्ट क्यों कहती है कि बंद पिंजरे में तोते की तरह काम
बोला नहीं है ना इस केस में,
काम किया
नहीं इस केस में कोई बंद पिंजरा नहीं बोला है, इस केस में बोला है आपने जो किया ठीक किया। The court has said that the ED has done the right thing.
5-10 साल लगते हैं।
Shazia,
charged by Mamata Banerjee against the ED officials have been staged. This is another tight slap, on the face of Mamata's government, that the charges and the FIR that was filed against the ED officials has actually been staged.
Right accused according to the
and
company
Mamata
law.
Banerjee has to come back now with a reply
made.
next and 3rd of February as to why the DGP was involved. Notices have been given not just to the government but these officials who were part of obstruction, who were part of file chori. So much so that Kapil Sibbal and Abhishek Manu Singhvi could not argue further either on maintainability or the intention of ED and also on the timing. So everything fell flat because state agencies cannot interfere with federal investigation. So and this is involvement of you talking about the local police being involved. Local police has become a part of Mamata Banerjee's private army, which was very obvious. Can you imagine running to the site of where it's happening 6 hours later when the investigation is underway and snatching the laptop and not just that in the phone, but do you know something else? Arnab, I want to tell you, when Supreme Court asked about CCTV footage, you know what has happened to the CCTV footage? It's been destroyed. So running away with also the CCTV cameras and the footage. Can you imagine? मतलब कहते हैं ना चोर की दाढ़ी में तिनका।
Niladri, keep changing.
मुहावरे के तौर पर this is चोरी और सीना चोरी. There's a limit. There's a limit to how much you can play. You can play the investigation. This is corruption. This is corruption that she's hiding.
Did not state investigation. Number one.
Is a beneficiary of Hawala transaction.
The Supreme Court did not.
Niladri.
No, please understand.
Niladri, why can you, Niladri, see, if you have some evidence that a commandant, in her words, in Fort William, which is the headquarter of the Eastern Command, and I know that very, 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 very well. I mean, you need to be careful about the stuff you say. You guys have to be responsible. No, Niladri, now you're touching a raw nerve out here. You're touching a raw nerve. You're touching a raw nerve. No, I'm sorry. No, this is...
But if this kind of an allegation comes...
No, but if I want to know here, I want to hear... Niladri, wait a minute. Niladri, listen to me. Let's get serious now. Fort William, right? Headquarters of Eastern Command, the rising sun. We're all attached to it. Anyone who goes to Kolkata goes past Fort William, goes down the Red Road, sees Victoria Memorial. Children come there and they are told with pride that this is where the Indian Army base is. Right? Though I personally think the name should be changed from Fort William, which was a British construct. You can't do this. Subrashta, now you're saying a commandant in Fort William. A commandant in Fort William is working for BJP for SIR. No, can I get the soundbite? 1 minute. Come on, Niladri. Niladri, I grew up there. My father was garrison engineer with the army of Fort William. You are making a big mistake. You are questioning the Indian Army. I will not allow that. No. I need to know. How are you even saying that? How are you questioning the Indian Army commandant in Fort William? 1 minute. Can I get the soundbite? Subrashta, 1 minute. No. You guys cannot create anarchy. You are provoking. I'm telling you, you are deliberately trying to provoke people against the Indian Army.
She is making a statement. She must have her sources. She must have her sources.
Okay. Then
viewers, we are proud of the Indian Army.
No. But you have said the commandant in Fort William. You have said a commandant in Fort William. Who's the commandant of Fort William?
It is a very unfortunate.
Are you questioning 4-star generals?
We are not.
Are you questioning 4-star generals?
Not questioning. No, not at all.
Then who are you questioning? How did you dare to say that?
It is being politically used. It is a sad day for this country then.
You are saying, now viewers listen, if Trinamool Congress is saying that the Indian Army is being politically used, I say this is the Lakshman Rekha. Subrashta, before I bring you in, I want to play that clip again. Or when Mamata Banerjee says that, can we run it? And then I'll take Subrashta's reaction.
বর্ডারের দায়িত্বে কে? বিএসএফ সেন্ট্রাল গভর্নমেন্ট। কয়লার দায়িত্বে কে? সিআইএসএফ সেন্ট্রাল গভর্নমেন্ট। প্লেনে কে আসছে? বাইরের লোক, তার দায়িত্বে কে? কাস্টমস কার হাতে? এভিয়েশন কার হাতে? রেল কার হাতে? সব সেন্ট্রাল গভর্নমেন্ট। সিআরপিএফ কার হাতে? সেন্ট্রাল গভর্নমেন্ট। আর্মিও তোমার হাতে, সেন্ট্রাল গভর্নমেন্ট। আমি জীবনে দেখিনি, এমনকি আমার কাছে একটা খবর এসছে, কদিন আগে আপনাদের সাংবাদিকদের আর্মি অফিস থেকে কাউকে কাউকে ইনভাইট করা হয়েছিল জাস্ট টু টক। আমি এর মধ্যে কোনো ভুল দেখি না, আমি ওদের সম্মান করি, আমি সব ফোর্সকেই। কিন্তু একটা রিকোয়েস্ট করব, আমার কাছে খবর আছে ফোর্ট ইলিয়ামে একজন কমান্ড্যান্ট এসআইআর এর কাজ করছে এবং বিজেপি করছে, বসে পার্টি অফিসের কাজ করছেন। প্লিজ আপনাদের কাছে হাত জোর করে রিকোয়েস্ট করব, এটা করতে যাবেন না। যারা সত্যিকারের চোর ডাকাত, ধরুন কটা কেস হয়েছে বিজেপির? খুনি, ডাকাত, ধর্ষককারী, হত্যাকারী, হাওলাকারী, কটা কেস হয়েছে?
It was not bit pasted. Subrashta, it's quite clear. She says some journalists went to Fort William and they have come back with information.
No.
That, no. They have come back with information and they have been told by their sources, and it has come to my notice, according to them, that a commandant in Fort William is sitting in army, is sitting and working for the party BJP and working on the SIR issue. I'm sorry, these are her words. Subrashta, you've listened to this now.
Arnab, we need to understand that this kind of statement that Mamata Banerjee has given is far more dangerous than the usual fighting match between the opposition and the ruling party. This is not about ED versus a TMC anymore. This is basically about dragging the Indian army into electoral politics. This is insinuating that basically the Indian army is non-partisan. It is basically saying that the last neutral guarantor of our state is just another political institution. Sir, I'm not yet done. I'm sorry, I'm not yet done.
Let her finish.
I'll become fiercer in my critique, sir. If you continue to interrupt me, I'll become fiercer in my critique, which is this: that legally Mamata Banerjee Mamata Banerjee's speech might not sound seditious, but in spirit, it is. It is basically eroding trust in public institutions of this country, sir. And we are not talking about. Nilati, what's your problem, man? Is your name Subrashta?
It's a very bad day for the Indian people that you are using the people from the army.
What are you saying?
Who is using the army?
Arnab, let me
Niladri, volume down, volume low.
Blunt about this. These people should be charged with sedition. This is not even skirting around the issue and saying that, we believe so. No, they're basically saying that army is hands and gloves with the BJP. This is exactly what they're saying. And I think this is not just, I'm sorry, this is not political irresponsibility anymore. You basically want people of this country to rise up against the army. It's a huge act of treason and sedition. I don't know about the legalities. I don't care about the legalities. This is how it sounds to me. I'm an army kid. I've studied in an army school. I know what that institution stands for.
Yes,
so please, I don't want any lecture from you or Mamata Banerjee on the Indian army. Please.
Don't use it for political gains.
You guys are seditious people who should be charged for treason.
Why?
I said it.
You will use
and I think the legal community in this country should actually, maybe, according to Mamata Banerjee, sign a pact with the BJP and take her down. This is limits. This is crossing all kinds of limits. You guys have a problem with corruption. You guys have a problem with corruption. Fight it out politically,
And today now
you guys hire tens of tons and millions of consultants. Who cares? That's your money. That's TMC's money. But you cannot go on. No, but just because you want to save a certain. Just because you want to save a certain section. Just because you want to save a certain section in your party, you can't be going around talking
We don't want to.
all of
We
this
don't
about
want
the
to.
Indian
Now,
I'm sorry, and also Arnab,
Yeah.
let me tell you what the next line of communication from their end will be. Whosoever is advising them on communication. Oh, but Mamata Banerjee didn't say this about the Indian army. She said it about one commandant. As if you take the officers away and the Indian army will stand on its own.
Definitely,
Every
she has not said
person
anything
in
about-
uniform,
Priyanka and Abbas
every
has said.
officer
Yes, I
in
respect the army a
uniform
lot.
represents
But there
the
is only
Indian
one
army.
commander who is
Some
working.
Indian politicians have forgotten what they represent. The army hasn't.
If you look
Every
at
insignia
what
that
the
carries,
you see
carries
this
a certain weight.
this today, what is more important are the observations of the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court is hearing an Enforcement Directorate plea against seeking a CBI probe against Mamata Banerjee on allegations that she investigated with the ED operations. She was trying to protect the IPAC and its co-founder Pratik Jain. She ran away with files.
Correct.
She stole files. Now, Abbas, if you look at the observations of the court, they are constantly talking of anarchy, anarchy, anarchy. Anarchy is bad in India when Mamata Banerjee steals files, and Priyanka, anarchy is also bad when Stalin hopes for a South India rebellion to form a new country. When Siddharth, when one minute. When Rahul Gandhi says India is not a nation, it's just a union of states.
Union of states.
Yeah. These are not accidental things. In the name of federalism, all of this is being allowed. When Telangana CM says my DNA is Telangana, KCR's DNA is Bihar. He belongs to Bihar, KCR's caste is this. They migrated from Bihar to Vijayanagaram and then to Telangana. Telangana DNA is better than Bihar DNA. It is madness. It's setting state against state. It is when Dayanidhi Maran says during an election that Hindi speakers from UP and Bihar clean toilets in Tamil Nadu.
Yeah.
Priyanka, I'm telling you, this anarchy mindset. If you carry out corruption, you will be caught. When you're caught for corruption, when you're being investigated, you will say it's political suicide, political targeting. Please remember, you believe in the rule of law, you don't.
You recall they were
Priyanka, do you believe in the rule of law, you don't?
Arnab, we believe in the rule. Arnab, ये वोट चोर लोग नहीं बिलीव करते. अनिल मासी इनका बंदा है. I am saying.
आप वो एक चंडीगढ़ के इंस्टेंस को घुमाते मत रहिए, प्लीज.
30 days will have to resign. अरे एक नहीं भाई. There's so many. क्या punishment तो उसको भी? There's so many. They are getting emboldened by the fact that the ED can work without impunity. उनको आगे कर देते हैं हमेशा.
What impunity? If the ED has broken any rule, why is the Supreme Court defending them?
This is Supreme
Shazia!
Court's
Yes, of
observations.
course.
You know,
No,
like there
it's
was
not been
Gorkha land
decided.
demand
Nobody
for
is
that.
defending. It's not been
Bodoland
decided.
and Kashmir, you want to create anarchy again, and you want to lead some other kind of movement in West Bengal. That will not happen. One India and always one India. Remember
Why
that.
you cut here out?
Just remember that.
So you want to create
We will not allow
aristocracy.
you to
You want to
break
make
our
it a
country.
police state.
Sorry.
You want
That won't
danda
happen.
rule.
Nobody will allow it. And it's not just the army, CRPF, NIA, Election Commission, ED, CBI. Of course, you keep saying the
One
governors
will come
post,
after you.
They all have
ये किसी के नहीं है.
have been villainized
डाल देंगे
by
जेल में
Mamata
आपको.
Banerjee and the cadres. And the cadres
अगर
again and
आपका
again.
होता on TV इसी बात पे जेल में डाल देंगे एक दिन आपको.
No, can you be a little reasonable and not do this level of fighting? You see,
Be
Priyanka,
serious, Priyanka. It's a very serious matter.
that means you are insulting your. No. What has the court said? The court has said. What has the court said? What is the prima facie view of the court?
I am fed up and tired of the ED.
No, but are you
misusing
fed
the
up and
law.
tired of the Supreme Court of India?
Why is the ED
Are
only
you-
active?
No, you may be fed up and tired. Are you fed up and tired of?
Not at all.
Are you fed up and tired of the Supreme Court of India? The Honorable Supreme Court of India, the Supreme Court of India. Priyanka, you choose not to listen when you realize you do not have an argument worth defending.
Don't do this, Arnab. Arnab, you know what I'm saying. It's a very important point, Arnab. You will.
No,
see
I
how
don't know
the-
what you're saying because you're not listening to me. Can I make a point and then you respond to me? Priyanka, what is my Priyanka?
You are not listening to me.
Priyanka, I will. No. Please don't try to give me this impression that I believe in any form of unilateralism. But I will not be run over. The question is, Priyanka, the court has said, please listen to me. The court has said that there are larger questions which emerge.
Yes.
And if not answered, it will lead to lawlessness. if central agencies are working bona fide to
Because
probe
he is not following the law.
so you want
Arnab,
lawlessness?
Can I come in now, Arnab?
No, Abbas, you want lawlessness, Abbas?
ED is doing
Arnab,
ED.
You guys
you
want
know-
lawlessness?
Arnab, you know what?
No, I'll open the lines. If you say today, one minute.
No.
If you say today we want lawlessness.
What is the punishment on ED?
Arnab, you
what
first
is-
have a glass of water and I'll tell you
No,
what
1 minute. I can have
lawlessness
multiple
is.
glasses of water. Don't worry about
I'll
me.
tell you what lawlessness
I'll ask you
is.
one thing.
I'll
I'll ask you
what
one thing.
anarchy is.
So,
I'll tell you.
Abbas, don't give a lecture. My question
No,
is,
I'm not giving
please can I finish what I'm saying? Abbas, to you, please understand. Today, the highest court of the country has said that prima facie, something very bad has happened. They have said that prima facie, something very bad has happened. There are attempts to create a sense of lawlessness. And they have said prima facie, we are of the view that this is a present plea has raised a serious issue related to the investigation by the ED and the interference by the state agencies. Which means prima facie, the Supreme Court finds the Mamata Banerjee government guilty as charged.
Arnab,
No, answer the question. Don't give my name Arnab. Baba, answer the question.
Sir, let me respond
Abbas,
to your question.
did you hear what I said?
Order, the Supreme Court has said that the central agencies does not have any power to interfere with election work of political party. What what anarchy is? You know what lawlessness is?
Are you out of your mind? Are you trying to misquote the Supreme Court before me?
That is anarchy.
Weaponization of central agencies.
He's misquoting the Supreme Court before me. He's misquoting the Supreme Court.
No, I'm not misquoting.
He's deliberately misquoting the Supreme Court and trying to mislead the people of India.
I'm telling you, the Honorable Supreme Court has said the truth that any central agency
Okay, Sabas,
does
you
not have any
continue.
power to interfere with election work of any political party. This is what the Supreme Court has said today. So read the full order. Second thing, Arnab, the most
Read the
important
full
thing.
order
See, the
completely.
Bharatiya Janata Party
You've
has
read the
turned
full order.
Enforcement
You're
Directorate into
taking
election
this up.
directorate. No,
Supreme
I didn't
Court
interrupt
was
you,
very
Shazia. I
clear.
didn't interrupt you. This is not fair.
Unambiguous
If
in
I'll
its
get a fair chance to speak, only
and
I'll
Supreme
speak.
Court, and
No,
by the
you can't
way,
run over me.
the
This is not
court
fair.
stands
This is
as
not
an
fair. I
ongoing
didn't interrupt
matter.
any of the guests.
The benefits
No, this is not the way to
many
debate.
beneficiaries.
Arnab,
Pradeep
this is
Jain
not
is one
fair.
of them.
If you will not
Which
allow
is why
Samajwadi
Mamata
Party
Banerjee was
to-
scared. She was
This is
scared.
I'm not
and
speaking.
she
Okay,
ran
fine. You can
there
say
just
whatever
to
you
get
want to say.
evidence.
If you will not allow Samajwadi Party to have their equal share in this debate,
and the corruption
then I
and the
believe
rot
what you are
in her
going to
party.
do.
It is
By
totally
the central
exposed.
agencies. Now,
Mamata's actions totally expose her.
Arey Mamata, let's talk
Supreme
about
Court
ED's
was very
action.
clear.
Tell me when is ED
Supreme
going to
Court
Naveen
has
Jindal's
stayed
house? He's
all
also
the
accused.
FIRs
He's also a
Mamata
prime
Banerjee
accused.
Abbas, louder.
When is ED going to Naveen Jindal's house? Tell
By the way,
me. Tell me. Because Naveen Jindal has joined Bharatiya Janata Party, you're not going to take any action against him. You're not going to take any action against Ajit Pawar, who is accused of 70,000.
I ask you, Abbas, you want to make a unilateral speech, you can. But the fact of the matter is that neither you nor Priyanka nor Niladri can answer a fundamental question which I'm asking tonight. Can I please request here? You want to make speeches, it's fine. But I'm asking a larger question tonight. Fight what you want.
First of all, you're not giving me time to
Abbas, first of all, you're not listening to me because you're afraid of
me. You're not giving me chance to speak.
You're afraid of my counter arguments. I'm giving you a chance, but you're not even listening to the question. You've come here to make a speech.
No, I'm not here to make a speech, sir. I'm giving you facts.
Well, no, I'm asking you a question. Please listen to me. Listen, Arnab, why are you people so scared of my questions? My question to you.
Because, sir, you are sitting in a studio, you can run over my voice.
Yeah, where do you want me to sit? I can only do a show in a studio. Where do you want me to sit? In your house?
No, sir, because you are going to run over me if I'm going to speak.
No, I won't run you over. Niladri wants me to be here. Abbas, listen to me. Abbas, chill no, yaar. Abbas, suno meri baat. See, Abbas. First of all, I feel bad for Mamata Banerjee. She's got Kapil Sibal as a lawyer. He's not had a very good record of success. But anyway, just taking a little laugh at that. Anyway, he's not a very... I don't think he's a great lawyer. I have a right to say that. Now listen, question here is, that's immaterial. I'm not wasting time on Kapil Sibal. Question is, the Kapil Sibal said that why did they go to seize election data in the midst of an election? The last statement at coal scam was February 24. What have they been doing since then? To which the court said, Justice Mishra said, if they had any intention to seize your election data, they would have taken it, but they did not. You
Exactly,
cannot,
and
but
the
they
court
did
also
not.
said this is a contradiction.
Sir,
Kapil
I'll
got
answer you.
caught in his own
Whatever,
bed
what,
of lies
see, first
and
of all,
thieves.
Enforcement
First,
Directorate
Kapil
has
said
said in the
that
High
6
Court
hours had
that
lapsed.
Okay, one minute.
any document.
First
the-
argument
Okay,
is that-
Shazia, let him finish, otherwise he'll again
Or
complain.
what? A file
And the
related
first
to
time
80,000 booth
clearly
members of the
that it
Trinamool
was not
Congress in
seen.
Bengal,
So,
which Mamata ji has
Kapil
taken with
Sibal
her.
time
And
is-
if the Honorable
not-
Supreme Court want to see that file, she show it to
Kapil
Arey, 1 minute, yaar. Are you saying, no, 1 minute.
The fundamental question is...
Are you saying that, 1 minute, are you saying that Prashant Kishore's organization, are you saying that IPAC runs Trinamool?
6 people
Are you saying that IPAC runs Trinamool?
6 cases have been finalized. That is the conviction rate.
Acha,
Sir,
tell me one thing.
0.7%.
Priyanka, listen to me. My next question.
But we don't
Priyanka,
talk
listen.
about PM.
Priyanka, listen to me. Priyanka, listen to me. See, Priyanka, you don't have to listen to these people. You don't have to share anything with them. Just share it with me, all right? You can tell me, right? You trust me? You don't have to talk to anyone tonight. Just talk to me. See, you guys have also worked with IPAC. So, do you guys also do any hanky-panky with IPAC? As in, like, do you give them money to fix stuff or stuff like that? I mean, just tell me. Nobody's listening, right? It's just you and
PMLA.
because you guys work with IPAC as well.
Kejriwal ji, yes, between you and me.
Yeah.
Between you and me,
Yeah.
between you and me, Arnab will open the order of the PMLA court right now and see in para 19 where it says कि ED ने द्वेष की भावना से काम किया अरविंद
कौन से
केजरीवाल
केस में? कौन से
आप देखिए अभी खुलवाइए अपनी
केस
रिसर्च
में?
टीम को
कौन से केस में?
PMLA कोर्ट ने
कौन से केस में?
कोर्ट ने
कौन से केस में?
जस्टिस न्याय बिंदु
कौन से
जी ने
केस में?
साफ ऑब्जर्वेशन
मैं तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट की बात कर रहा
अरविंद
हूँ।
केजरीवाल जी के
मैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट की बात कर रहा हूँ।
जी के केस में अरे आई एम टेलिंग यू कि आई एम सेइंग देखो ईडी को आप बार-बार जाने नहीं दे सकते नहीं तो हमारे
Can you tell me whether Mr. Kejriwal is on bail?
1% और उससे भी नीचे जाएगा
Mr. Kejriwal is on bail.
आपको पता है मध्य
You agree Mr. Kejriwal is on
अरे,
bail?
you-
Is he on bail?
Okay, the parameter.
Is the trial over? Is he on bail?
The parameter of
Is he on bail?
Parameter of bail under PMLA, which you are very well aware, is very high. The threshold is very high. A bail under PMLA is no less than acquittal. You know that very well. You should ask us.
No, bail is bail, yeah. Shazia!
And if
Shazia is on the debate, Shazia!
Still going on? Why is he out on bail? Don't you know the basics of how how law works? So that's equal to acquittal. Then why is there acquittal?
No, madam, you don't know.
Why is he out on bail?
Don't teach me law, please,
The
madam.
case carries
Don't
on.
teach me law.
Come on.
Priyanka tells Shazia, don't teach
We
me
are not
law.
fools.
This
People
is
know,
unfair on your
people
part,
know,
madam.
and in fact,
You said
this
it's
is
between you and me.
rule of
So
law.
let's have people who know
term
about the law.
expression
I can
used
talk
was,
law
this
with
is-
people who know about the
this
law, not
is-
just SE.
No, you'll have to. You don't believe
No,
in
no,
law.
Shazia,
I know.
she's saying,
You don't believe in
she's
law.
saying you know
believe
nothing
in
about the
anarchy.
law.
Arvind
She's saying to
Kejriwal
you,
prescribes anarchy.
she's saying you're
So
unaware of
you
the
do
law.
not understand what the law is about.
PMLA में bail मिलना मतलब regular no less than acquittal, madam, and I don't
अच्छा, ये आपका version है। Madam, आप अपना version अपने पास रखिए।
When you were
सुन लीजिए
the
आप।
person here. This
उसके
is, you
equal.
cheated.
अपने
Arnab.
दिमाग में आपने
You
बना
promised
लिया
me
ये ना।
something you went
You
back
just
on your
made this
promise.
story
Now,
up.
please
And you
fulfill your
believe it.
promise.
And you're giving it to us, expecting us to buy it. Who will do it?
I can't argue with
this is
this,
Supreme.
madam.
I'm
I'm
quoting
not
what the
going to argue with
Supreme
Oh, no,
Court
one
said.
minute. No, Priyanka, don't get
I'm
angry. No,
quoting
no,
no
Shazia,
level
1 minute.
of
Shazia, 1
argument.
minute. I'm coming in one.
Very low level of argument. No.
Priyanka, 1 minute. Don't look down. Please don't avoid the
Very
debate.
low
I'm right
level
here.
of
No, you can
argument.
call it low level of debate, this, that, and all that. But fact of the matter is, the
I'm
people
not
of India
going to
only
debate
listen to
with
my
her.
debate.
I can
Now,
speak with you.
you're
I
making
can
personal
speak with
remarks.
you, not with her
There's
on
nothing
law.
low level about my debate. The people of India watch my debate. They've been watching it for years right now. They like me.
Well,
That's why they come back.
I'm
You also
not
like me.
saying
That's why you
that.
come on my
I
debate. My
don't
question
try to
tonight is
try
this.
to put-
My question tonight is this.
Yes. So
My
don't make
question tonight, I continue to question. My question is this. Abbas, stop laughing. This is a serious matter. The problem is you people don't take things seriously. The question is this, Abbas, that, you see, she's a serial offender.
It is a mockery of the law that we see every day.
You think I don't know the law?
Supreme
What-
Court
I
is
don't know
making
the
a
law.
mockery of law.
Put him on. Everyone on.
The SIR is a mockery.
Of Aam Aadmi
Madam,
Party says
yeah, please,
Supreme Court is making
Arnab,
a
this is
mockery of
unfair.
law.
You promised
Wow,
it between you and me.
Priyanka,
I
what
cannot discuss
understanding.
law with Shazia
No
Elmi.
wonder you
I am
speak
on
for
the
Aam
call.
Aadmi
What's your problem with Shazia Elmi?
I will not respond to Shazia Elmi on
I
law.
get that.
I will not respond to Shazia Elmi on law.
You will not respond to Shazia Elmi. You will not respond to Shehzad Poonawala. You don't like these BJP people. They don't like you. Why should I suffer? My question is this.
Oh, please.
My question is this. My question is
Arnab,
this.
You know.
My question
If
is.
I can deal with you, I can deal with Shazia Elmi.
You can't deal with me. You can't
If I
deal
can
with
deal
me.
with
You
you,
can't
Shazia
deal with
Elmi
me.
is
You
nothing.
can't deal
You're
with
so
me.
prepared.
I'm asking you something.
You can't deal with facts.
Okay,
Say that.
okay.
You can't deal with
All right.
facts.
You also cannot deal-
Priyanka, please listen.
You also cannot deal with me, Arnab.
Yeah, you can't. Now, you can't deal with me. My question is this.
What is there to deal with? Some fiction.
You also cannot deal with me. Now please come.
Now,
Oh my
now
God.
let me deal
You're
with the.
deluded
You deal with
about
my
yourself,
question
my
now.
dear.
Everyone on.
You're
The
deluded.
question is, see, okay, give me 30 seconds. IPAC is a private company, true or false? True. The people running IPAC, therefore, are private individuals, true or false? True. The state government should not defend the interest of private individuals, true or false? True. In April 2024, allow me to complete. In April 2024, in the Shah Jahan case, the Supreme Court in April 2024 said, why should the state protect the interest of private individuals? Pratik Jain, Niladri is a private individual. Pratik Jain is a private individual. Why is Mamata, Chief Minister, protecting the interests of private individuals?
Read 168 of
Yes, Niladri.
Read 168 of the Companies Act.
Chairperson of TMC, not as the Chief Minister of Bengal. And the ED has stooped to a level of taking away the documents
You're
of
not
a
even
political
answering my
party.
question.
And it's the duty of the chairperson to stop that.
I'll answer your
Please
question.
understand, today the
Okay,
Supreme
here's a
Court
question. Here's a question. The same Mamata Banerjee, Subrashta, please listen. Subrashta and Abbas, the same Mamata Banerjee who was pulled up by the Supreme Court and the High Court for not arresting Shah Jahan, for not lifting a finger, the same Mamata Banerjee goes to save Pratik Jain in the IPAC office and steal files. How come you are not?
Arnab, the director of ED.
Yeah, but
When will you question them? Someday will you question them?
two people, please. Now Priyanka, question is to Abbas. No, please.
My name is Abbas. Arnab, the ED director, Mr. Rahul Naveen, has directed his officials that, we should put less time on political cases because ED was formed to, do cases against cyber crime, terror funding, and, crypto cases. But what ED has been actually doing in a conference of ED.
Not Hawala transactions.
No,
of course. So, this is not about Hawala. This is about election.
When we don't speak over each other, who's going on this? Let's Subrashta come in.
Winning the election.
Abbas and Subrashta.
Turning Enforcement Directorate into the Election Directorate. That is the biggest tyranny. That is the biggest hypocrisy. That is our problem. That is what we object to.
Okay, Abbas, if I were to take your argument at face value, that it was all about elections.
Look for interest.
No, let me just take it. Let me take your argument at face value and agree that it was all about elections. Why was Mamata Banerjee so rattled that she needed to run away with the file?
If you get into the office of any political party,
but that was not a political party's office.
Who is working?
I don't think the last I checked, political.
IPAC is not a political office, man.
Into a political party. I have run a consultancy.
No, where is IPAC is not a registered political party. Abbas.
Arnab is right to object to that. And what Mamata Banerjee did is she is completely within her right to defend herself. She has done nothing wrong. We stand by
Subrashta.
We stand
against the election of ED. So there are two things.
Right now the elections are in Bengal.
Now Abbas, you wanted moral decorum to be maintained in the debate. Now maintain the same decorum.
That is what they do. अभी जो ED का रास्ता है वो बंगाल की तरफ है. अभी वो
But Arnab, I don't understand. I fail. Please help me understand this. Is IPAC TMC office? Has IPAC declared that it's a political party now?
Is IPAC not working for TMC?
I don't know.
What is working for? No.
And even if it is, how does it matter?
Exactly, how does it matter, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, listen, the debate is hot. The issue is hot. I just believe that anarchy is bad. Anarchy is not cool. Anarchy, ladies and gentlemen, is unjustifiable. Now, as I wrap up, one word to the sports minister. Just see what has happened. What a mess has been created in this global badminton tournament where there are monkeys, stray dogs. Garbage, where we have a global tournament going on. Come on, Mr. Minister, we can do better. See you tomorrow. Good night and goodbye.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.